Hello, I'm Julia Alcantara, the Executive and Artistic Director for Flamenco Fever. And we are dedicated to bringing the best of flamenco music and dance to Texas for many, many decades. And this year is no different, and we are seeking help from the Office of Arts and Culture for a very important project that is going to reach a new audience for us, and I'm excited to tell you about it. Would share their sorrows and sort of like the slaves used the blues. It was something that they didn't do for a show. They did it in their own taverns in the privacy of their own neighborhoods, where they could develop their art and share their deepest feelings with each other. They were able to create something that's a quite powerful improvisational art form that's actually sort of a meditation and cathartic, not only to the people that do it, but to the people that watch it, because they're working through some of life's deepest emotions. There are some happy dances, but a lot of the original songs are dances of loneliness, the dance of death. That's why we think flamenco is so important, and we want to share it with everyone here in the state of Texas. And to do it at that level, we need a little help. Let me tell you a little bit about the show. It's about one of Spain's most important figures. Federico Garcia Lorca is one of the most famous poets of all time. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see. Garcia Lorca is not only a poet, but he's also a composer, and he wrote music and poetry that other people set to music. So we have a nice collection of songs and poems that we can use to inspire this show that's coming up, that's going to talk about his life and his work. When he went to Madrid, he joined a group of avant artists that included Salvador Dali and Luis Buñuel, who's a filmmaker. The group collectively was known as the Generation of 27 and introduced Lorca to surrealism, the movement that would greatly influence his writing. So that was right at this time in Spain. As you know, we had Picasso, we had Dali, we had a lot of people with really interesting ideas. Garcia Lorca is with Salvador Dali, and they had a very close relationship. There were rumors that are being confirmed now that they were more than just friends. And the painter himself explained that in 1986, as things loosened up and the people were able to come out and be more open about their homosexuality. These figures were some that were not allowed to that freedom that some people feel today, but they shared the struggle that a lot of today's LGBTQ community members feel stifled still in this day. So we think that's an important subject to breach, and that these famous figures will help illustrate that in their time, and will transfer over into some beautiful art, beautiful performance art for us to share with people today. At this critical time, we are continuing the research phase, watching videos, reading books, and talking to experts around the world about these pivotal figures in history. Rehearsals began last fall with the artist of the Fall Flamenco Residency teaching Lorca's most famous compositions and setting choreography on dozens of Flamenco Fever's dance and music students. As typical of our large productions, many of these students will share the stage with the visiting guests to help tell the story, representing the Spanish community that was affected by the same political turmoil as the lead characters. There are many opportunities for locals to participate. Concessioners, security, box office staff, and local businesses will benefit from the full-scale production and promotional events occurring prior to its execution. Besides the lighting and sound technicians, graphic designers, photographers, and videographers, VJ Sai will once again join the technical cast, creating custom digital backdrops to illustrate the locations of the dramatic scenes. And if funded, we will be adding pyrotechnics for the first time to express the surrealist element of Dali's art, the passion inherent to the Spanish people, and the horrors of war. We hope that you will join us as an audience member, artist, or sponsor in a very unique production that is focused on equity and inclusion, diversity and respect, and making sure that no one is left out of the arts in DFW.